All right. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. All right. Here's where we're at. I'm doing well, Rush. How are you, man? Hello, hello. The update is going to be out tomorrow, guys. I could put out the update tonight, but I think I want to just play test it a little bit more because it's not worth ruining hundreds of people's active playthroughs that are going on right now. How's Sweden coming along? I have not touched it, truthfully, at all because I've been working on this update. So I think we are a little ways away from Sweden. I know people started getting excited about Sweden on the cusp of this update. Maybe even perhaps thinking this update would contain Sweden, and it does not. But yeah, I've just been reworking a lot of things and rebalancing a lot. Every single item's been kind of like redone. A lot of the doctrines and skills got balanced. All of the melee combat stats got rebalanced. All of the range combat stats got rebalanced. All of the prices in the game got rebalanced. All of the AI army compositions got rebalanced. It's just been a lot. All of the AI personality systems between offense, defense, balanced, that got replaced with 9 different new personalities. So you're going to see all these different types of unique personalities now. And all of that adds variety. The entirety of Act 3, Act 3 has been completely redone. So Act 3 is now, you're fighting a new army type. So that's also been redone. And then a bunch of other things too. Have you thought about introducing an act specifically mercenary system where you replenish the units of the platoon with thalers instead of manpower? That's kind of a cool idea. I don't think we'll do that though. Are you interested in adding Sweden? Yeah, we're going to add Sweden in not this update, but the update after. And that will be a paid nation DLC. I think that might be our last, the Sweden update might be our last big update at that point. We'll see. If the DLC sells super well and there's, a reason to make more, we can. But I think I'm working very hard on trying to get the game in the best state I can. So when we're done with Sweden, it's like the definitive MoC experience. It'll have all the more maps than on launch. It'll have more quality of life. It'll have more nations. More items, obviously more units. Basically, if you had played around launch and then you replay when Sweden comes out, I think that'll be like the definitive way to play it. Unfortunately, there are some foundational problems in this game that are just unsolvable if you're looking for like a ton of replayability. Namely that most strategy games, if you boot up like Empire Total War, you have the whole world you could conquer. You could go anywhere, do anything, set your own objective, set your own pace. This game is very like rigid. The regions always kind of look the same. They always kind of feel the same. And it's hard to break out of that because it has that kind of roguelike foundation. So I think if we were to want to expand on Master of Command, we'd probably do it with a new game. It'd probably be a new game. And yeah. Did you end up lowering the cost requirement to unlearn officer traits? We did, Henry. Yes, we did. I did change that price. I also decided to change the price of the brigade, opening brigade slots. I lowered it just a little bit because I think I made it a little too expensive. Which I'm not super enthusiastic that I did that. But here's the way I compensated for it. If you play the game on hard mode, on Brigadier or Marshal, you know how it says one regiment in each brigade is doubled? That's one of the negative modifiers. Here was the issue we noticed. You were getting about 20% more loot in terms of prisoners and plunder rewards per battle. And that adds up because it's only on Marshall that it says what? Where's the... Oh, unit and officer cost plus 30%. So on Brigadier, you don't have higher unit costs or item costs, but you're getting 20% more money because you're facing more units. And that's especially helpful in the early game because the enemy is usually just adding a recruit, which is pretty easy to take on. So it's not much harder, but you're getting more money. So Brigadier players, I was noticing I was doing a Brigadier playthrough, and I got 4 brigades opened up. But when I played on Colonel, I only had 3 brigades opened up. I was actually performing better on Brigadier. So what we did is I lowered the price of the brigades, and I was upset because, again, like I said, it was easy enough for me to get 4 brigades open. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe the solution isn't making the brigade cost higher again because that's going to hurt the Colonel players. Maybe the prisoner rewards should be lowered proportionally if you have the modifier of doubling a regiment in the enemy brigades. So now you earn about 20% less loot so that the extra units it's adding isn't inflating the economy and just giving you way more rewards. And it gets even worse in the late game because late game plunder is higher. So you might be earning like 1,200 versus another player who only earned 1,000. But that extra 200 is like an excellent tier item. And if you were to fight a few of those battles, maybe you have an extra $1,000 lying around. Maybe you're now a brigade ahead. So it's almost as someone forced you to lower the brigade cost. Yeah, that was the issue we were having though, OH, is I had them lower, but I was steamrolling the game on Brigadier. So your solution, unfortunately, didn't work. That's why I had bumped it up. And then I played today with your lowered brigade cost, and it still didn't work. Thomas and I had maxed out 4 or 5 brigades in Act 1. And we were noticing that the problem was that plunder rewards and prisoner rewards are higher when you have extra regiments you're fighting. So we changed the difficulty modifier so that on Brigadier and Marshal, you are not getting the extra loot. And then we replayed it, and it was actually fine. We just didn't have enough to open up that last brigade slot. So I think you were ultimately right, but not I think we had to do a little bit of extra work and considerations to make your solution work. It wasn't just, plug it in and it works, because disproportionately it was helping the higher tier players, weirdly enough, But now I think we're in a good spot. I think we've figured it all out. So I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Anyways, I've been chatting for a while. Let's choose a composition. And what we can do, what I typically do when I play, is I do not name my units or customize them or really care about them. But because of the way the game works now, it kind of rewards you to play a little taller, meaning more investment in individual troops and less wide. You can still play wide, but it's actually viable to play tall. And so I don't like to name or customize when I have 20 regiments, but I don't mind customizing if I had like 4 or 8 regiments. So if we play a little smaller, I would not mind like customizing them with you guys and spending a little more time with them. But ultimately, the purpose of today is playtesting. It's not to spend an hour on customization. Anyways, some compositions I'm interested in. I think it could be fun maxing out reload with the Freikorps. I think that could be fun because that's now viable. It was not viable in the previous patch, but now it is possible to get some crazy reload stats, so that could be fun. Old Corps, I don't really like melee spam, so I don't really want to do Grenadier spam. Same thing here. I don't want to do Hussar spam. It's not very fun for me. Grenzers could be okay. I've not really played them before. Not like a serious playthrough, I mean. Like I said, I like the Freikorps. I wouldn't mind something English. I've just done the British expedition. We could try either Hanoverian or Subsidy. They're kind of cool because they have recruitment biases. Saxony is also kind of interesting, but they're weird. They're so different that I feel like playtesting wouldn't be helpful because they buy units with reservists and they rely on mustering. I mean, Tom playtested these guys today and they're very weird. In that they're super weak at first and then they can get really powerful, which can be fun, but I don't want to go with something too out of the ordinary, I'd say. We could do something French. Observation Corps is fun. Yeah, we could also do Observation Corps. I'm open to Observation. I don't want to do Cossack because, again, I don't want to do melee spam. I will let you know, I have a feeling if I play Observation Corps, I'm going to end up nerfing them. Because I feel like I'm going to stack all the cover bonuses and go, this is overpowered. And I'll immediately want to nerf it. But yeah, they could be cool. I don't mind Observation. a Red Russian army. I'll do a poll. Let you guys decide. Let me start a poll. No, I'm half kidding, Vielgard. Freikorps are interesting to me. And either Hanover or subsidy troops are playing tall would be fun. Because they get the item slot. And I like the Freikorps because they get the reload speed and extra prisoner rewards. And then I like Observation Corps sounds cool because I just don't really use them often. So I think all three of these sound fun to me. I also wouldn't mind French, but I do play French a lot. So I don't really need to play it. And they got a lot of cavalry, and I don't really care about cav right now. So yeah, these three I'm happy with. Let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll play test that. By the way, the beta is live now, so if you want to test these changes and stuff, you are good to play the beta at the moment. The Army in Exile for Atri is also super fun. Yeah, I want to play as them, Senate, but they're too weird that I don't want to playtest something that's too out of the ordinary. Like, I also love the Masson du Roi household, the King's household, but they're so out of the ordinary with the Gentleman Cav, heavy Cav spam, that it's too bizarre. The Freikorps are pretty, like, normal, but they have a little twist. The subsidy troops are also normal, but they have a little item twist. And Observation Corps is relatively also normal, but they just have a little extra cover. So they seem more standardized, which I would prefer. And you guys have voted for Freikorps. You want to see... We haven't done Freikorps in a long time. Freikorps could be fun. Make some machine gunner units. Get some needle gunners. I think that sounds cool. Let's do it. And what difficulty do you guys want? Do you want Marshal or Brigadier? Probably if we're playtesting, probably don't go Marshal, right? I'm capable, yeah, do Major. I'm capable of doing Marshal, but I think we would be, we wouldn't be learning a lot from the balance. Brigadier's balanced because it kind of compensates for my skill. Because if I play on Colonel, I'm going to blow through the game and find it too easy. Yeah, don't go full Marshal for testing. You're right, you're right. Let's do no historical enemies, because I like variety. And we don't need Iron Man, because I want to be able to reload my save if I need to. And send my saves for bugs. What do you notice graphically, guys? What's different here? Ooh, ah. New little icons, new little arrows, and flag holders. It's no longer a pixelated black box around the flags. I wonder if the Freikorps will fight the Freikorps. I don't have Prussia on as an enemy, just everything but Prussia. I love the Act 3 changes, feels more fresh. That's awesome, I'm glad. Which of these do we want to go for? We want to play into reload, right? So we want to probably find a reload buff. This is also very good combat effectiveness, but let's see if we can find something dedicated for reload. Aha, 10% reload. Let's grab that with some Feldjägers. That sounds good. Do they have a good reload? 40 reload is good. And we're going to fight the British. Uh-oh. We're raiding Hanover against the Brits. I hate the raid missions. I will admit that. At the last 3 playtests I've done, I've been raiding, and it's been throwing everything off because I don't know how much time I'm supposed to have in the region. Like, it's fine to playtest it once, but every single time. Maybe I'll re-roll it to try to get this again. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to raid. I just truthfully do not want to. So I'm going to re-roll this until I... Oh, I had it, and I just re-rolled it again. All right. There's some new doctrines in here now, too. But I want that reload buff. There it is. Reload. We're fighting the Russians, which is fine. Convoys and encampments, also fine. And we get the Itzenplitz. Now, the Itzenplitz, I think, actually have a higher reload skill than the other guys we had an option for. So, Turtle Doctrine, yeah. I mean, Turtle would be fun for Observation Corps. But I think we will go... This looks fun. Fire damage received with the Grenadier Guards against the French and the British. That one looks fun. This looks like a fun mission, right? And sieging forts. But I think this is meta for the reload. Damn. I think we'll go protect for the Pomerania, right? It's so tempting. Grenadier Guards are too good. I think it'd make me, it would make me overpowered, I think. So let's go to Pomerania. If Sweden was in the game, it'd be the Swedes in Pomerania that we'd be fighting. All right. So here are our hussars. I would like to name and customize our units, and I don't want to necessarily do it historically, but I want them to look kind of, you know, customized. We could make them... should we make them historical, or should we just make them cool? What do you guys want to do? And these veteran Jaegers, our goal is to get this as low as possible, get that reload as fast as they can. So grab the coffee, shave off a couple seconds. Move speed to run forward. We can't give that to the Cav. We can give it to the Jaegers. We can also reduce ammo consumption, improve reload even more. So that's great. And then the Cav needs the horse for melee and move speed. And then we sell off everything else, and we'll keep one uniform for an event in case we get it. And what do we want to take? We probably want ammo because we're going to burn through so much ammo. And we got a ton of Cossacks. Honestly, fighting Russia is not too bad because if we just have high volume of fire, it just means we're killing lots of manpower. And if the Russians have a lot of men, then we can try to burn through them. But if we were doing like charges against huge Russian blocks of men, it's maybe a bit harder. So I think we have a good composition for this. What do our Freikorps Musketeers look like? We're blue on blue. Green on green. And red and blue. Okay. Rush those dudes forward. Get a flying column behind them. And I like the Freikorps because they're fast in both movement and reload. I do enjoy that they get both of those buffed. The red and blue sucks. I don't mind the red on blue. What are you talking about? That looks nice. They look a little French, though, I will say. With the red, white, and blue. What do we got? Ruskies with no hats on. How dare they? I think I'm gonna probably hide behind my own guys. Damn, we're both barely doing damage to each other. Yeah, the accuracy is not amazing on the Freikorps, but yeah. Question of the French campaign: when it says the Khan is lower ranks or disorganized, what does that mean? Or does that mean in like morale? Yeah, it's mainly morale. You're gonna have morale problems with the French early on, but you can fix that with items and veterancy. It's just be very careful early game. Because of that. They have 20% extra melee damage received, so we are going to do a charge. Take him out. And their bracing is building up, but they had just moved, so. Took like no damage on that. What's their melee stat? They have a decent melee stat. I took no damage. Doesn't that seem odd? That they did a charge. Killed 185 of them. Will the AI ever remove its bayonets? No, I don't think that's necessary either, honestly. When I never remove my bayonets. I don't think they need to. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like I should take at least some morale damage or something. I mean, I do have an officer attached. I probably would have taken morale damage had I not had an officer. And now I'll take a little bit of casualties. But it just feels a little too devastating. Like, too easy to chew through them. There you go. Now I'm taking some of the morale. If I didn't have an officer, my morale would be lower, to be fair. These guys have very good cover. Still taking decent damage, though, surprisingly. Those Cossacks are a little scary, but I think I'm better. I might just go engage them. They're going to fill up their morale. I need to go try to knock them out. There we go. Now we're both going to take a ton of casualties whenever Cav charges each other. They both really hurt each other. And I think I should win this. Due to my stats, yeah. It's Victor versus who? Friedrich. Von Kleist. They're probably going to rally unless I can just knock these guys out quick. But my morale is now kind of going down. I don't know why I'm speaking about this battle like it's particularly hard when it's the opening depot fight, but... Wow, the morale loss. Okay, so that I took a lot of morale damage on that frontal charge. And now I'm taking some losses. Yeah, I don't know why the other guy... Yeah, look, I actually did suffer. That first charge I did was like nothing, but now they actually did repel me. But I'll be able to kill him. I don't know where he's going. So I was ranting about Empire Total War, and someone did mention something, by the way, that I never responded to. So I find myself getting bored faster in Empires. The unit rosters are the same. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you like it, Veal. Full bracing uphill. Yeah, true. Have I played War of Dots? I actually have tried it. Thought it was alright. What do we want to take? Probably money. I don't need veterancy because I only have 3 units to give the veterancy to. So we probably take money and ammo. Because again, we're going to be burning through ammo. So we should build it up. We also need to get a unit as soon as we can. And what do we want to do with these hussars? Probably like, we could make them all black. I'll name them after their brigade commander. How about that? Give them some shoes. We'll give Charlevilles to the Jaegers, but then again, I want them to fire quickly, so probably not. Actually, Jaegers are Charleville's on the guys behind them is good, so they can shoot further in front of them, because they're going to be standing a little further back. Move speed and charge. I would give this. Oh, I can't. I'm going to hold on to that then. Don't really need these. I think I'll sell the rest. So I already have a lot of money. What would you say is the biggest positive and negative surprise with MoC? I mean, the biggest positive surprise is that it actually connected with people and did well. And, you know, people liked it. Biggest negative. The negative is like finding the motivation after working so hard to just continue working on it when you're just tired. Like I did it. It was a huge payoff. I put all this effort into it. And the beginning of this year, I was very fatigued, I think. But I feel better now. Doesn't it seem kind of crazy? I have so much money, that I can just grab 2 recruits right off the bat. I mean, I don't have the brigade slot, to be fair, but it feels easy to expand the army a little quickly. I do want to grab these veteran hussars, I think. So I'd have 2 hussars in this. That guy looks like he'd be valuable. But then again, we just don't have the money. So maybe I just go with a Freikorps musketeer. That's a good compromise. Just grab a musketeer. I just can't get this guy. I could probably raid something and then come back to it. I could also just buy the provincial cav instead and upgrade them to hussar on my own and use that money on something else. That's probably smarter. We could do that. So we've got our 2 cav units. Then use the money to open a brigade slot up. And then we can get maybe 3. We could actually probably, you know what could be fun is try to get through Act 1 with only two brigades and just get them really good items. Just play them tall. I think that'd be fun. So we'll be very deliberate about our units. I think I only want 2 cav, 1 artillery, and the rest we'll do, let's see, 2 cav, 1 artillery, and 4 line infantry. And 1 skirmisher. I think I'll probably do that. Having 1 artillery is nice because it prevents the AI from being so defensive. If you have no artillery, they're just going to camp you, and that can be frustrating. For now, everybody's going to be in this brigade together. I'll put the Jaeger in charge of the officer. Two skirmishers could be nice instead, yeah. Because they can maximize the reload potential. And I know I said I wanted to not burn stuff down. Well, you know what? I won't. I'm going to give myself enough time. Oh, look at the nice little animation. Force march. Get a little bit of cash, sure. And then I have to do encampments, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. We can just sweep down there. And look at this, too. Look, foraging. Force march. Just in time. Oh. That sucks. I didn't have the manpower. Yeah, I don't like to off-road so soon because I don't really have a big army, but then again, I'm not paying much food, so we'll just grab a bunch of stuff from down here. Would it be too much if you swing south without the roads? That's what I'm doing. I'll get a little bit of manpower. I don't need a ton. And I'll probably just swing back up. If I grab 2 more encampments, I get my unit. Supply train. I could fight a weak army and get 4 items, or delay the HQ and lose all my ammo. Probably delay the HQ. It does suck to lose all the ammo. And I'm running out of food now. Kill an enemy for their loot, yeah. It's a shame I don't have a bigger force. I'm only losing 1 food now per day. I have a lot of manpower, let's go for it. Okay. And what do we got? Another convoy and how many more encampments? At least we discovered where the encamped armies are. Those would be good for later. Equip the men. Let's do that. Grab some Freikorps recruits. Nice. We have the bias on now. Look, you can see there's a dominant Freikorps bias. So most of the troops we're going to get are Freikorps, which is cool. The bayonets now reduce accuracy and reload a lot more. So you do have to be careful about that. Ammo consumption and reload. We'll give these guys. And then stamina and morale. I want that for Cav. We're only consuming 1 food a day or 2, so we're actually okay to travel off-road like this without food. I do want to engage in an encamped, or sorry, patrol army as soon as I can. Yeah, the shoes, canteens, and haversacks are fun to use. OH and I went into a call and we worked on those items and made them just a lot more fun. Specialty ammo. Do we take the risk with... I want to see, like, buckshot or something. We got loading drills for 10% reload. Oh, grape shot. I'll go sell the grape shot. We're out of food, so I'm going to force march over to the village. Grab a little food. And probably sell off that grape shot that I don't want. Did I remove the negative effects on the brown canteen? I believe I did. We can take a look together. The haversacks are now morale and move speed. Canteens are stamina, move speed. Do I have... Brown canteens are stamina and morale. All of them are just good. A lot of items just have their negative effects removed. The breastplates are a little bit different. They have a third effect now, so that you reduce stamina a little bit, but now you get melee and fire damage received on them, which is kind of cool. But the stiffened jackets now give you stamina and melee damage received, so they're actually viable on light cav. We can get ramrods. I wouldn't mind some ramrods to just keep maximizing our reload. Unfortunately, we can't open that slot up. So I could raid, but they do have a discount. Let's grab one thing of ammo. Raid for a day. Oh, they didn't give us a day. Well, I spent the money anyways. All right, who are we facing? Cossack, Cav, skirmishers, frontier troops, and they're using sacks. So the officer has a greater morale radius, but he has a higher chance of dying. So we can try to snipe the officer on the Cossack Cav, and the rest of the guys might run. And I might as well put the ramrod to use. We'll go 30 seconds to 28, shave down 2 seconds there. Ah, okay, that's a mistake. Damn, he caught a good mistake here. Should be that. There we go. Little localization bug. All right, what do we got? We got Kleists, veteran Jaegers. I like naming them after the brigade. This guy doesn't have a commander, though. We got the Kleist. Here's the new uniform of our Death Hussars, which looks a little nicer. Should probably rework the AI compositions because most of their officers get tethered to cav or artillery. Yeah, I did notice that a little bit. Especially if an officer gets attached to a light infantry, you can just snipe it very easily by charging in. Not a huge deal, though, right now at least. All right, let's push up. And then I want to take out that officer. So I'm going to move on the flanks and try to envelop and snipe the officer. We got a little skirmisher battle in the middle. Good shot. 22-second reload as opposed to a 31. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there with the reloads. And I don't want to charge in just yet. They have invigoration, so they're going to be 105% combat effectiveness. They've got 37 and 23, so I'm a little lower than them, but the Death Hussars are better. I'm going to start the charge. I also slightly reduced the speed buff from charging because I felt like it just went a little fast. I think you got a 60% speed buff before, now it's 40%. It was just a little too fast. And I've really tried slowing down melee as much as possible. Even then it's quick, but we'll see. I might continue to reduce it. I really want to kill the officer. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to catch up. In the meantime, I'll let this guy rest on the road. Now. Didn't get him. That's alright. Officer's gone, though, at least. So the officer, command radius, and morale doesn't even matter anymore anyways. But yeah, I'll let these guys sit for a little bit because they're wounded. And I want to get, like, buckshot or something, too. But that's going to make me burn through ammo even quicker, so maybe that'll be a bad idea. Alright, we're going to do an all-out charge in the rear. I did also try to make it so you run out of steam a little faster if you keep charging, but it's quite easy to charge these guys because they're so weak. And I've got, like, veteran hussars, so it's, like, very easy to exploit their weakness. Getting some early game hussars is honestly, like, probably one of the most advantageous strategies because they can just run down the recruits early game very easily. We'll grab money. Money and ammo. I feel like that's going to be, like, our most taken thing. The Fry Corps also get a buff. I forgot about this. We're bleeding manpower every day, but we're getting better prisoner rewards. And Kleist, we want a reload buff. I reroll until I get reload. Prudent is actually not too bad. Combat effectiveness and command radius, but if you get an OP unit early, you aren't able to farm for XP as much. Yeah. Shit, I'm not getting the officer or the trait I want. I'm burning through all my money. I think we're best off either going meticulous here or prudent. Let's go prudent because we would be getting 5% reload and 5% accuracy, at least, for the combat effectiveness. And then we've got stamina and fire damage received. So I think that's the way to go. We just have to make sure, we'll just keep the officer attached to the Jaegers so he can buff the guys around him. And then I have a little bit of cash. Let's get a horse equipped. Stamina, move speed, I'll take that. I'll sell off this stuff. Tompion looks good though, actually. And then I want to get the ramrod off, open up the slot, and give him the ramrod to get down to 20 seconds. And then switch the Tompion on this guy. And then I need to replenish. While I'm replenishing, do I burn down this village, I wonder? Yeah, why not? I'm just replenishing right now. Combat effectiveness translates 1-to-1 for the stats buffs. Yes, it does. That's correct. Now, keep in mind, Senate, I reduced combat effectiveness sources from every part of the game for this update. So the doctrines give less, the skills give less, stamina gives less, and morale gives less combat effectiveness. Everything does. You're probably going to get, even the old core, like everything gives a lot less. So you're probably going to get half as much as you normally get. I even changed this trait because this was 5%. So how do you lower 5%? You can't. So I just changed it to be combat effectiveness only in command radius. So that's actually a new change there. I got more Tompions. I can give it to the recruits I'm training up. Burn down the village. I want to get guns because the worn muskets are going to be useless, and probably get an officer when I can. I'll purchase him. A surgeon's not bad. Veterancy gain too. So the surgeons now give veterancy gain and restore casualties, which is literally perfect, made for the shitty cavalry, because they're going to take a bunch of losses and we want to get them promotions. So attach a surgeon there. Let's go to the city. And probably get an officer because we're getting a national buff for officer veterancy gains. So the sooner we get officers, the better we're doing. Oh. Sell that. The jackets aren't bad anymore. These jackets give you stamina now. So they're actually good on the light cav. So we've almost maxed out our stamina, which is great. We could grab more coffee. What would be helpful for my reload maxing? I'm not seeing anything here that helps with reload much. Canteens are good. I'll probably save my money. And I could just buy another unit, but I don't think I need one right now. And I can't really afford it. Another veteran hussar. I get these guys a lot. I feel like the veteran hussar shouldn't be purchasable in Act 1. You know what I mean? Doesn't that seem a little too powerful? Let me see what their weight is. To 10? Yeah, I don't think so. They're just as common as the regular hussars? No. But a dragoon is 0? How about we make the dragoon 10? And make the fucking veteran hussar lower. Same thing with Austria. Like, Austria should not find... Yeah, it's at a 0 for Austria. Okay, so that's fixed. What time is the update going live? Sometime tomorrow evening, Eastern Standard. But I don't know what time exactly. Don't know the exact time. Ugh. Okay, so where are we at? We're halfway out on time, and our goal is only to do 2 brigades, right? 2 tall brigades for the Freikorps. No raiding because we don't want to waste time. Let's knock out this encampment up top and hopefully find a village if we sweep north. Military theorist will buy these. Get the Itzenplitz. Maybe have the veterans half as likely. I just don't think those veteran hussars are incredible. You should just not get them in Act 1. It's kind of like getting a guard grenadier in Act 1. It just shouldn't be. I don't even think I allow grenadiers to spawn in Act 1. Let me see. Yeah, you have a 0% chance of getting a grenadier in Act 1, so you shouldn't get a veteran hussar, in my opinion. These are both great. Very, very good. Look at that, 10 reload. That's one of the items we need to maximize the reload. Down to 17 seconds now. More veterancy gain. Why don't we give this to the Cav? And we will have these items travel together as a little pack, because it's 15 plus 25%. I was able to max out charge and stamina and obliterated. Yeah. Were you using beta or regular? There we go. Let's knock these guys out. We need more battles. So we got Blandian with fire by rank, which is not very useful for frontier troops. They're using a lot of frontier units this time around, it seems. Okay. Put the Cav on the wings. Their debuff is melee damage received, so I mean we'll just rely on the Cav. We will advance our troops forward. We have the Itzenplitz Musketeers. Probably should have switched out the Itzenplitz Potsdam and given that to the Jaegers, my Freikorps Jaegers. We're down to 16 seconds because look at the combat effectiveness, so that helped us out. That 5% combat effectiveness boosted us. These guys, if they leave the radius, are at, what, 33? But if they enter the radius, are at nothing. Let's see, combat effectiveness 100%. How come they don't have it? Maybe they're tired or something. Oh, they're not in the brigade. They're in a different brigade. Damn. So why don't I swap places? Yeah, let's swap places. There we go. Yeah, Freikorps versus Cossacks is irregular. That's true. We will put these guys on the road. And what do we go from? 30-second reload to 29. Okay, a little buff if we're by the officer. It's not bad. No charge, and they have no cavalry, so... Ouch! And I only have provincial cav, so this actually isn't super powerful. We have very similar melee stats. I might actually lose that melee. Yeah, I'm losing it a little bit. So I'm going to pull out of that. And I'll try to break through the center and kill these Pandora Musketeers. They're wheeling up the artillery to what? Use canister shot? Oh no, they just want to be on the hill. That's funny. So they want the accuracy buff from the hill. Ouch. We've got all these Pandoras in the center. Now it is a lot of bodies. And the Hussars have much better charge than melee. Only 35 on melee. And they've got good melee stats, so I don't know if I could just brute force. They're also turning the guns on me. I hear canister shot on one of them too. Someone's using canister. These guys are. So I get canister shot firing in. I think we'll pull out. So yeah, we were able to bully with our Hussars early game, but we're already seeing them get a little bit countered if we just push them too far ahead. And I'll recover them. I want to shoot up these frontier recruits a little bit and charge the provincials in again. Damn, they're really taking aim. My veteran Jaegers are on the front line getting hit by artillery, so I'm going to pull them back. They're getting hit by canister shot. So I'm going to switch fronts. There we go. We got a rear charge opportunity. And low brace, too. Rear charge. Very good. Good HP damage. The enemy should be more tired than I am. What's their stamina? 30, and I'm at 40. Okay. And I should be able to hit them in the back. With combat effectiveness for Kreis, does that mean we can't have multiple units of Bavarian Musketeers or any other nation? It's per unique unit, so you can have one Bavarian Musketeer and one veteran Bavarian Musketeer. Now again, the game also has a very robust customization system, so it's incredibly easy just to reskin any other unit and call it Bavarian. Change its flag, change its uniform, and suddenly it's a Bavarian unit. But in terms of the actual unit ID, you can only have one true Bavarian Musketeer and one true veteran Bavarian Musketeer. Oh, the canister, I hear it going off. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh my god, the canister. Melee's a little slower, so it's not a guarantee you just kill all the guns on impact. Let's try to knock those out. And now Kleist is ready to continue. Let's run another charge in. Melee definitely seems less overpowered. It seems like you have to kind of rally and pull back and keep trying it. And these aren't even like Grenadiers or anything, so if I was trying to front charge Grenadiers, it'd be a lot less exploitable. 296 kills is not bad. I do want to see if we can do more. Let's see what we can get up to. Broke 300, that's good. They're turning to hit my cav. There we go, we won it. And I might grab veterancy, but I might grab money too. We do need a little cash. Cash is just a little bit tight. Yeah. Where are we fight? We're in Pomerania, right? So why don't we could name our troops after our Pomeranian towns or something like that. What kind of names could we give them just so they stand out? Because we're only going to have 8 units, so we can kind of play into them a little bit. I like that these guys are called the Itzenplitz Musketeers. But I don't know. I don't have a naming scheme in mind yet. Are these cylindrical? We got cylindrical ramrods, which is an upgrade. 8 reload instead of 6. I'll take that. 16 seconds. And we'll pass the ramrods down to somebody else. There we go. We don't need more encampments, but I'll go anyways. I do need a good city for officers. Oh, look at this. Now, who do we want at an auxiliary camp? Let me check what I've got. We said we wanted 2 cavs. I'm full on cav, right? We wanted 2 skirmishers. So I could grab a Grenzer, potentially. And we wanted 1 artillery. So we could also grab a French artillery piece instead. Do we want Grenzer sharpshooters or... I feel like Grenzer hybrid sharpshooters is pretty fun. Because you guys wanted Grenzers to begin with, right? Or we go French artillery. But I feel like you guys will like the Grenzer idea. Change up this uniform. What did the Germans, what did the Prussians call their, like, their equivalent to the Grenzers? They had, like, Croat units, right? Green Croats. That's cool. That's really cool that we got these guys. What's the eventual hat upgrade to? Yeah, it looks kind of like that a little bit. This one actually does. So we've got the Green Croats. We'll put them in this brigade. We'll say the Kleist Jaeger in German. We have the Kleist Jaegers, the Green Croats, the Death Hussards. We'll call the Death Heads. We've got regular musketeers. I don't have a name for them yet. These musketeers I'll probably rebrand as well, so we'll give these guys a name later. And these guys are also, they'll probably become grenadiers. One of these guys will. And then we also have cavalry that I don't know what to name. What is the unique case for Grenzers compared to other skirmishers? They Grenzers have the highest accuracy for the open. Yeah, they're the highest possible accuracy. Yep. So they can get up to 60 accuracy, whereas my guys, their base stat goes up to 35. So they're much more accurate. But I have 50 reload, and they're kind of the opposite. Their reload is 20. So we're kind of inverted. So playing into reload doesn't really help too much, but it could be cool playing a lot into reload and having high accuracy. So Kleist is probably going to burn through ammo quicker, but these guys will take more accurate shots. And we'll give him an accuracy buff and morale and stamina. That sounds nice. How's our... This cab's progressing pretty nicely. I wouldn't mind drilling for like a day or two. Just to get a couple days of drilling in. On day 75, I'll move out again. There we go. Got some promotions out. These guys have been upgraded. I think... Yeah, Grenzer Grenadiers are no longer light because I play tested it and they just didn't work out the way I wanted them to. This could be our artillery if we're ready to invest in some of it. I wouldn't mind just getting the artillery over with. We'll knock that out. We've got the scrubs for it too. 9-second reload. Holy crap. We'll swap out some bayonets. Make sure we're doing good. The Green Hornet Jaegers, yeah. And then we'll go to Henningsdorf for some reason. Why do we want to go there? There's an enemy. Okay. You really have to build for accuracy for heavy artillery. Yeah. We will use low caliber guns and play into reload then. Like a Geschwindstock or like an iron 3-pound or a bronze 3-pounder. The Chud cannon, yep. The Chode cannon. Where do we want to place these dudes? On that, probably on that hill. These are our Green Croats wearing blue pants. We got to fix that. The Death Heads Hussars. The Kleist Jaegers. And I have units that I don't have a name for yet, but we'll give them a name soon. They've got Sobieski, so they're going to get a big cavalry buff. 3 Cossacks with Sobieski. Sobieski. This is scary, by the way, because they get 20% morale and 15% combat effectiveness on their cav, which is very powerful. You really, really have to be careful about that. And the non-cavalry get 10% less effectiveness. So these guys are worse. You see how their stats are already red. How the hell is this guy already at minus 20%? What did he do? What did he do to get minus 20%? He's winded? Is that probably why? Yeah, he's got minus stamina. Clay should have green hussars. I agree. We should probably unname them the Death Head. I don't really think Death Head is thematic, personally. I think the green hussars would be cooler if we're playing into like all Freikorps stuff. I do really like the new unit bias system. As you guys have probably noticed, I'm only seeing Freikorps units to purchase, which is going to be a little divisive. I know some people don't like that, but I really like it because I can build a themed army around that. And you can still find regular units, but they're just much more common to find the Freikorps, especially in the early game, which I just much prefer. Let's fire on these guys. And I don't want to engage that cav until all the infantry is dealt with, because the cavalry is going to be very powerful. We need to be extremely careful. I'm going to focus fire those serfs. Yeah, the thematic achievements too. If you play Cossacks, you get way more Cossack units to buy, so that achievement is way easier, definitely. These guys are about to rout. Very good. 80%, 75%. Yeah, their combat effectiveness is horrible on the front line. I don't want to push yet. I think I'm just going to be patient. There we go. Their cavalry is moving around. They're repositioning. Lots of Cossacks in the back. I don't want to deal with them. They're in a cover, but I'll hit them. I'm not sure why I'm not sure why I got any when I played them. What do you mean by that? Those Cossacks are moving around. I don't like what they're doing. Maybe I could target them instead. Nah. I feel like artillery firing against cavalry don't really get kills very much. I feel like you're better off firing at infantry. I wish the damage was a little higher on cav. Against cav, I mean. To be fair, I'm using the worst gun in the game with only 4 guns and low accuracy, so I'll stop complaining. But yeah, if I charge, it's going to trigger their cavalry to push in. Cavalry, or Freikorps getting foreign units? Yeah, that's not really a thing I can do. You just have to hope you get the town condition for that. I did increase the chance of that town condition appearing. It is much more common now. Which I like. I think it just makes sure it runs more interesting. Alright, when that cavalry comes in, this is going to be scary. I think they're about to come in. Yeah, there it is. Let's fire and get the hell out of there. Okay, you're not firing fast enough. Get it the hell out. I'll let these guys eat the front part of the charge, and then they'll come in to finish them off. There we go. It's not bad. By the way, in terms of playtesting, the difficulty seems fine, right? Like, if anything, it's a little easy. I made everything more expensive, so I'm really trying not to make it way too hard for players coming in. There we go. I'm gonna have these guys recover. Lost these guys, that's fine, I don't need them. The Green Croats are doing excellent, actually. 510 kills, they're keeping up. They have rustic muskets, too, compared to these dudes at 665, but look how much I had to deck them out. So these Grenzers are outperforming at the moment. I'm going to concentrate the Cav to take out their last cavalry. Oh, I missed. There we go, I got him. Okay, not bad. That was not as scary as I thought it would be. Sometimes you fight the Sebeski doctrine, and it is just devastating if they get the right Cav with the right items and veterancy and everything. That was relatively bloodless. Yeah, the Gustavians are really tough. Gustavian's probably one of the hardest. What do I want out of this? Probably a little more cash again, but I could go veterancy to promote everybody. I think that'd be nice. There we go. Yeah, lots of little promotions out. Get that battalion gun upgraded. I think I can already upgrade them. There we go. That's good. Green Croats can already get an upgrade now as well. We'll make these guys the Jungkleist Hussars. We don't need the. And then Jungkleist wears a red shirt, probably that color. And then the police on the side is like a light green. Yep. And then the hat is brown with like red. You can do that. And then the trousers are beige. And the collar is red. These musketeers can be the Volontaires de Prusse. And the way they look, they've got, this is actually the correct uniform. The vest is also correct, but we can make it even more blue if we want to. But the trousers are white. This is good. And then we've got the cavalry over here. We can do the Fry Lancers. Actually, I guess we'll make these guys Dragoons probably, right? They can be the Glazenop Fry Dragoons. And the Glazenop wore pretty much this. Which is funny, because this is where I got my uniform references, so it makes sense. The collar, though, is like beige, I think. It's like that, and then the vest is darker on these guys. That is correct. And the pom-pom is also yellow. Good. And I'll make the flag match, why not? There's not really any flags these guys use, but the Hussars typically use like something. Kind of like that. And then just all white and silver. Can do that. Make them veteran hussars. The hat is now correct that we wanted originally. The bag is red though. And the tassels are also red, but we'll make them a slightly different color. There we go. And Kleist for reload. Gosh, we are not getting reload, are we? These are good though. Morale damage dealt 15%, but less morale for us. Or even better morale damage dealt, but lower officer radius. We already lowered the officer radius, which is a shame. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. Because we lowered it by 15 and 20%. So it's a very tight radius, but yeah, morale damage dealt is good. We just need a reload buff. There's no reload here. I might even kill one of these traits. Cover effectiveness, 10%. It's not bad. Stamina, I feel like I don't need stamina. So I might cut that now before it becomes expensive. And we'll respec him a bit later. Get some basic haversacks. These guys can't get upgraded. We're going to do a darker uniform. These guys had black facings. And yellow pom-poms. And the hat is completely black too. I think the Von Gashare ended up getting disbanded historically, but it doesn't matter. Do they have a flag reference? No. I'll keep the Croat flag for these guys. But I'll do a Prussian symbol. Like that. That's cool. For artillery, I'm spending too much time customizing these guys, aren't I? I'll just call these guys artillery for now, and we'll get back to that later. It's the little breaks between battles for customizing. Maybe make Hussars a proper unit with an officer in it. I think the Eagle over the Green Hill fits the cavalry more. Prussian Cav feels bad. Almost want to leave them as Dragoons instead of Cuirassiers. Yeah, I don't mind doing that sometimes. I didn't hear earlier, when should the update be live? The update will be live tomorrow night, but you can play the beta now. And it's probably going to stay pretty much the same. But this looks good. I'm going to give someone a little alcohol. And then I want to sell my stuff off. The item cost here is cheaper. So I might take advantage of that. We're going to sell everything off. This is good. Better cartridge boxes. Yeah, we want that. Nothing good is there. Let's only build silver tier, or buy silver tier items because there's a discount here. It makes more sense. Grab 2 coffee rations. Start maximizing the reload. Silver canteens are nice. Also, we have a choice between gators. We can go stamina move speed or morale move speed. Probably stamina. The short ones are good for our infantry. And we can get a cylindrical ramrod. And I'm happy with this. And we want the cylindrical ramrod on these guys. Get them down to 36. Get someone a little faster. 8 move speed versus... I feel like stamina is more important on Von Kleist right now because he fires so quick. And then we want to get these guys coffee to reload a little quicker. Probably get coffee on these guys too. And then canteens on Cav would be nice. And then pass down the worst canteens onto someone. We have better cartridge boxes. We're going to put that on these guys. Who can reload quick? 33, 28, 19. So let's give these guys cartridge boxes. Give these guys the pipe. And I'll save the canteens because I want to buy a slot for them. But I don't have the money right now. And then we need to fight another battle and then get an officer. That's our goal. Are we replenishing? We are. Let's go to the battlefield, see if there's anything good. A duel. I can't do that. Are there any good officers? Gosh, the officers are bad today, aren't they? A supply wagon's great. We could actually micro that and move that over to our skirmishers. I haven't seen that trait in a while. Cavalry charge with melee. So this could be good for our cavalry general, for our hussars, and then move the supply wagon over to the main infantry. The only problem is he's pretty damn expensive. So 377, so we can save up for him. Maybe there's some money we could make. That's a patrol we could take on. Let's knock this out and hit that patrol. I could do this. Let's see if this works. Get some weapons, okay. Is anyone using crappy weapons? This guy's using crappy weapons. Get him the Neustadt. We got bayonets. Grab the good Potsdam and give that to the Kleist. Get them down to 14-second reload now. These are light socket bayonets, so you lose a lot of reload with them. So we probably don't even want to use these this playthrough. So I'll probably sell those off. Dragoon swords are not my favorite. And I think I want to go fight that army. Get back here. We've got Frederican. And that means they can reload fast. Okay. How's everybody doing? It's a little quiet, but a bunch of people kind of arrived. I see the growth of the people watching is larger and larger than it normally is. It's like 54 people here. Usually there's like 20. What's everybody up to? What are you guys doing while you're listening to the stream? Are you doing work in the background? Are you playing? What are you doing? We're going to admire these troops too. We got the Von de Prusa. We got the young Kleist. These guys look just like the Chronoskoph picture too, which is cool. Glazenop, Dragoon. Fighting the Battle of Fontenoy. Which game are you playing that in? These are my G-Ray, what we're going to call them. Then we got our Green Croats. I like this build. This is cool. So we're going to move up. Did we get an artillery piece yet? Or are we still using the crappy gun? We're still using the crappy one. The WDS games. I don't know what WDS is. God, these guys are fast as hell. Kind of run and just get to the positions you want to quickly. All right, what do we got? We're low on ammo, but we have no gun anyway, so who cares? Have you considered adding to the patch where you could grape shot over the heads of units? I don't think so, Henry. Even with the elevation thing, I don't think so, because the elevation's kind of fake in our game. It's not real elevation. So I don't think so. It is easy enough. If you really want to, you can leave gaps in your line for the canister to fire through. Like, you could just... you could move these guys over a little bit to the left and leave a gap. And as long as their artillery is further back, it can fire through it. So it still can be effective. Nice. These guys are reloading quickly. 13-second reload. And if they're doing free fire, they can probably just be firing at all times. Right now, they're like perfectly in sync. And we got the extra morale damage, which is nice. Wow, the Kleist is outperforming Green Croat a lot. I think that reload speed's really helping because they're firing 3 times as quick. I want to charge, but I know I'm going to trigger 3 damn cavalry. I'm going to bring reinforcements over and then charge. And have the young Kleist. See, I'll move these guys in. My guys are invigorated. That's nice. We need better cannons. The cannons we're using are so bad. Okay, that cab is activating. I'm going to get out of there. Croats are still recruit level. I did upgrade them. They are Grenzer Fusiliers now, not recruits. Ouch. I do love how fast these guys are because I can just so quickly reposition them. Look at that. Just sprint right over and fire. I'll charge these guys in. Why not? There is a difference, though, Kirsten, where the Green Croats are not using as many items and their gun is a lower quality tier. And the veteran Jaegers that I have are firing quicker, so it means they're going to burn out of ammo. But while they have ammo, they're probably going to do more damage. While the Grenzers are doing more damage per shot, and so the Grenzers are probably better in the late game, in the late part of the battle. While my Kleist is just about out of ammo, the Green Croats are not even halfway. Oh, geez, they got caught, though. Let's move these guys down. Damn, the Green Croats are just getting torn apart by these damn Cossacks. Kleist now, too. Let's band together and push him back. That plain hat just screams recruit too hard, yeah. They've got one more upgrade in them. Once they're sharpshooter tier, they're going to be even better. Oh, that hurts. There we go, I got it. Now we could probably afford the officer that we want. We'll take cash again just to get the ball rolling. We get the ammo too. Good. All right, let's move over here. And let's grab that officer we wanted. Move the cab over. Can we get a damn artillery gun for these guys? I don't want... A 6-pounder could be good. Reload time is 45 seconds as opposed to 30. Let's just do a bronze 3-pounder. There we go, much better. The reload went up, but that's okay. Each shot will be better. Is there anything else? Oh, there are staff officers. I could get a staff officer here. Like, max range 12% for the artillery could be nice. Veterancy gain. Don't really need that for anybody yet. Max range again. Double max range could be nice. Extra accuracy and less fire damage received. I like that. Let's do it. Let's open this up and give these guys fire damage received minus 10% more accuracy. Go to the artillery, give them extra max range. I'll sell the uniforms, fuck it. Open up the artillery slot and grab another max range. So what are we going from? 477 as opposed to 385, so much, much better. And then we need manpower. We're halfway through our time. We're going to go do an encamped army, probably this one. And unfortunately, we just don't have the manpower. We're getting stuck in these rivers. Ouch. You know what I'll do is I need just to get a little bit of cash for like 2 days. I don't have time to finish off that place. But with that cash, I'm going to buy manpower. Oh, come on, get out of the river. And then... That sucks. There, at least we're good there. Usually in Act 1, I buy artillery straight up instead of promoting recruits. Keep the iron guns till Act 2. I feel like simple bronze guns aren't worth it. Yeah, I don't know. I like not having to worry about it. I mean, these guns are good. I like just getting bronze tier as soon as I can. Got a battlefield. We could go to the battlefield to see if we've got a manpower opportunity, but we'd go through a swamp. I can't take that on, that army. It's too big right now. The new stance lava is part of the beta. It's going to be part of the update that comes tomorrow. The stance animations. So you can check them out if you opt into the beta now, but otherwise it'll be tomorrow. Oh, we got an extra cav. I didn't want an extra cav unit. That's the thing. But we'll keep them anyways for now. Extra resale value, so this place is going to be good for later if we can. They've got gold items too, damn. The Dragoon with the staff, I might give that to the new cavalry. Yeah, I just don't want to build super heavy into cav. I need cash. And I'm not seeing patrols right now. I'm running out of time. I really want to take out that encamped army. There's a patrol. There we go. I'm going to take manpower out of this because it doesn't matter. Their artillery doesn't matter that much. And get... No, you know what? I don't need any of these. I don't need that event. Let's go fight these guys. Gustavian. Okay, they're going to charge us. Very little cavalry to face. We're going to destroy these guys. Use the replenishment prisoner reward for it. Swing up. We've got our 2 brigades. I don't really want the provincial cavalry. It's not a bad reserve unit, but I don't really want it. I wanted infantry instead. I don't like running it. I mean, I don't mind running a lot of cav, but it's something I do a lot, so I wanted to play differently. We got the officer we wanted, by the way, too. And he comes with a supply wagon. Look at that. I've not used the supply wagons in a very long time, but it's useful for the Freikorps. And Gustav means they're going to do charging, which is actually a counter to our comp. I'm going to keep the supply wagon back so it doesn't get... Well, it can get killed. Who cares? It's not like it permanently dies. Yeah, this could actually be pretty rough with Gustav. I'm pretty heavily outnumbered here. I'm a little bit worried about that. Look at the charge damage they have. Jeez. The fast reload should hopefully be helpful here. The moment I see him going into attack column, I'm moving. They're going into attack column. Can I get another shot off? Probably not. Let's fall back. Let's double up the charge. I'm actually going to wait for that charge to finish. And then hit them from the back, maybe. They're enveloping me. I've reloaded. I'm falling these guys back now. They're going to hold. Let's rear charge these guys. So this is where it gets a little tough with the Gustav. Gustav will end your run, dude. I feel like people are going to leave negative reviews over Gustav. So I don't know. Maybe I have to reduce their bonuses. 20% extra charge. All right, hopefully we fire right in their face. Oh, come on, guys. You're full on reload. That sucks. Wow, that sucks. I'll use Frederick to kind of push him off. Luckily, their surf recruits are not that scary. Could be a lot worse. Come on, Frederick, get the hell back. There you go. This cav needs to regenerate. I got my Kleist Hussars in reserve. Damn, look how small the radius is because of the skills I took. That's a shame. I'm going to have them help out. How are these dudes doing? My Dragoons are okay. It's kind of a tough, bloody battle over there. This is like the most I've had to pay attention in this damn battle. Let's fire at these guys on our flank. Let's charge in. Yeah, people are definitely going to be leaving negative reviews over Gustav. Fighting the finale of the game on Gustav would be insane. You'd just have to create layers and layers of defense. I'm going to have to charge them again to make sure the morale doesn't recover. I need to finish these guys off. It looks like they're running out of steam now, at least. I'm glad the field hussars didn't push in earlier. Would have been screwed. If anything, this patch, the cavalry is a little more passive. Which I suppose is fine, because the biggest criticism I hear all the time is that the cav throws themselves away. Artillery's doing good. They're all running away. All right. Okay, they're pushing us. I'll receive the charge. Fuck it. There we go. Yeah, they can't barely do anything. Observation units suck at charging, so we kind of got lucky with Gustav on observation. Good shot. Alright, that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. We just went into the battle pretty weak, so there we go. And we need a reload buff. Accuracy, accuracy. God damn it. Give me reload. Oh, dude, I'm just wasting all my money. That sucks. I guess range is not bad. But I had better options earlier. Range is okay for skirmishers. I'll settle with that. That's a shame. Not a single reload buff. We'll make... These guys look cool as they are. I'll make these guys grenadiers. Why not? So I'll wait for an upgrade for them. I'll go up to the higher resale value. Let's check out the slum. Hopefully an officer does not die. Whew. These damn slums are horrible. It is like a slot machine, you're right. What is this accuracy? Okay, well, why don't we move the accuracy onto the Dragoon? And we've got to... Oh, they already have that. We've got to get a gun. So I need a carbine. Take this. Can we get some buckshot for the Cav? We can grab quartered musket balls for the Grenzers. That could be fun. Gold gun in Act 1. Yeah, it's rare, but I made it a slight chance. Yeah, dude, the slums are rough, man. I actually lowered the weight of all the negative parts of the slums appearing, but even then you still get really tough ones. Like, this would have been perfect. Reload speed +5, less ammo consumption. I mean, that would have been perfect. What are the stats for the limber chest? That's a good question. The basic one gives you a little bit of reload and less ammo consumption. And the big one just gives you a big ammo consumption. So they're both good now. Canister rounds. Good canister could be nice. Could come in handy. I could grab some glass grenades for someone. It could be fun. Who could I give glass grenades to? Maybe Von Kleist could throw a glass grenade. I don't know. This guy I'm going to make a grenadier, actually, so we'll give that to him. They will become a grenadier. These dragoons, we'll do that with... I want to give the quartered shot to the green Croats. And I want to give these guys... Damn, I'm really like spending a ton of money that I don't have. Let's go check out this. Oh, I don't have food. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job managing money this game. Give him a field work or a cannon for nothing. Disappointed that Greatcoats only give a melee damage and morale boost. That's pretty nice, but great changes on the other items. Greatcoats only give melee damage and morale boost. Before it reduced attrition, which is actually not used at all, so it's just straight up buffed. We're gonna go for this battle, which is gonna be a little crazy, but I think we go for it. Let's swap out for canister. They're using quartered rounds, so we're gonna auto-equip that. And fight. And yeah, look at our resources. It's rough. Lots of Cossacks, lots of artillery, lots of infantry. Okay, I mean... Yep, just have to deal with it. Von Kleistjäger, Green Croat. And we should be able to be defensive because this composition, well, how much artillery do they have? Oh gosh, 4 artillery. This composition, it may defend if it has a large artillery advantage. It definitely does, but I do have a hill. So I'm going to use the hill. How's my range? The range is pretty good. What do we got? 157 as opposed to theirs at 137. It's not bad. They're inching forward very slowly but surely. The Russians are very slow, as you know. Artillery set up. Fire straight ahead. Since infantry doesn't have an item that reduces melee damage and fire damage, why would great coats reduce fire damage? What are you talking about? Have you ever worn a coat outside and it blocks a bullet? What are you talking about? No, it can't reduce fire damage. The breastplate can reduce fire damage because it is a breastplate made out of metal. Even then, that's a bit of a stretch. But the a coat cannot block a bullet, unfortunately. Alright, we kind of pulled them in to attack us. Yeah, they had to take a lot of fire. They had to take 100 damage before they could close in on us because we had got that range advantage. I might pull these guys back so I can get the hill accuracy. And I want to try to fight these Cossacks. And then we got musketeers behind them. I'm gonna pull back to pull the enemy in a little further and then run forward. I don't know about this charge because they get a lot of men. Oh, they just put down barricades as I closed in. Are you kidding me? They put down barricades as soon as I went in. I did no damage. Kleist is going to run around, try to rear charge it. Because they've got the stamina to do so. The other cav is... Oh, no, no, no. Okay, and now we're going to run these guys forward again. Damn. They've got Cossacks moving up. I'm going to hold fire to hit the Cossacks. I'll run these guys back. Fire at them. Oh, I got caught. Ouch. Damn, they're really hurting these guys. Alright, we repelled that charge. We're winning the other one too. Are they wheeling up fucking canister shot? Alright. Yeah, you're not doing that. Okay, that's not good. They're firing on our artillery directly. We're going to switch to canister then. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's gonna be painful. Ouch. Yeah, this officer might die. Who knows? I mean, his morale's gonna fall first, which is good. He can get out of there and he's fast. Oh, they broke our artillery. That sucks. I'm gonna try to rally that. I need the hussars more. We're doing good damage, though. It's burning through a lot of ammo, but we got the supply wagon. So we're full on ammo. That's perfect. Damn, those Cossacks. I know they're going to burn through my Dragoons now, too. Oh. Alright, hussars are back. Come on, Kleist. Save the day. There we go. Come on, beat those Cossacks. Alright, we got them. We're going to rescue the artillery now. More Cossacks coming in. Gosh, it's like wave assaults. Oh, jeez. Oh. All of my cavalry is very tired, so I'm gonna hang them out on the road. Okay, I can't rescue the artillery. They're pulling up canister shot. I'm going to try to break that battalion in the middle, and then if I can destroy it, then I can take these guys out. And the cav is just recovering for now. They're tired. Are they sprinting? Yeah. I might be able to just brute force that charge. Supply wagon is out of ammo. There, they're done in the middle. Canister shot, though, is now a problem that I'm going to try and take out. Still in the weeds right now. There we go, retreated that one. Do they have any more? They got more cav back there, that's annoying. I'll probably be able to take out the artillery, though. I have a provincial cavalry. Hold fire. There we go, knocking all these out. This is a tough fight. Oh my god, an officer died. Oh, Kleist died. Are you kidding me? Well, he sucked anyways because he had no reload traits. Fuck that guy. I don't know about this. I'm trying to kill the officer, though. Oh, I knew I was going to get fucked by that. Fuck. Retreat, retreat. Fuck it. Yeah, rip Kleist, man. Get the morale up. Yes, got it. Alright, this is all we've got left. If we can win on the left flank, we can sweep everything over on the right. Who's the closest? They're the closest to breaking. They're exhausted. Both of them are exhausted because the enemy's fighting in the marshes. We've got plenty of ammo. We should have more ammo than them, but... I'm gonna move the officer here and then move this guy here so I can kind of pull the lines closer and get everybody under the command range. There. Yeah, I just gotta wait. At this point, we're just gonna have to exchange volleys. This is such a tough composition as well, the Sebeskian, because of the morale buff they're getting by 20%. Like, they would have retreated by now. I can finish these guys off. There we go, they're out. Yeah, in fairness as well, we made it harder for ourselves because we focused on items and stuff and didn't buy enough units. I probably should have bought more, but I spent a lot of money re-rolling traits for an officer who ended up dying anyway, so all that was a waste of money, which kind of sucks. I'm going to try to finish that unit off by rear charging it, and this way we can focus on these guys in front. We're running low on ammo. Rear charge. They're exhausted, so we should win. And then we can kind of move everybody up to engage this last unit. Yeah, I know, Kirsten. It was a complete waste. I gambled all my money that I could have used buying an extra brigade on an officer who ended up dying, so fuck that guy. And now we just have this unit to deal with. We're almost completely out of ammo. So I'm going to have to pull everyone together and get ready to charge. There we go, I'll win this. Damn, that was bloody. Yeah, I can't even say that the balance is off because I just got greedy and wasted all my money on rerolls for officers. So that was more on me. I got a lot of money from that though, at least. And I definitely need the replenishment. I don't have any food though, but I need the replenishment. I'll build a nice manpower buffer anyways. Reload plus 5%. Okay, I got what I needed there. I got the two only doctrines in the game that give reload. There we go, lots of promotions. And the officer command radius plus morale, that's great. Take that. Good, we're gonna refill all of that. These guys can actually get promoted to the grenadier status. That looks good. We survived the battle to starve to death. That's right. Well, there's a village right next to us. We'll go left or go... I'll go right because we can resell for higher. I should make it. It's just going to eat away at my manpower. There we go. And then we'll resell all this stuff. Imagine accidentally giving them all that for free. Honestly, let's just try to get as much cash as we can. So we got the cash. We got 1,500. What do we want to do with 1,500? It's a good chunk of money. We can get another officer. We can get the prepared officer. Why not do this and then just remove the bloodthirsty for 100? There, that's a good foundation to boost reload even more. We're down to 12 seconds. I might even move my officer off of the hussar because it's too risky. And then move the grenadier over to the melee guy. And the provincials can now become, what, hussars, probably? I have one hussar already. We could probably make him a cuirassier. Or I go double hussars. Oh, this is a regular cavalry. Regular provincial cavalry. So Freikorps hussars are better. Prussian cuirassiers are better. So we're going to go down the cuirassier route for this guy. And I really need infantry and another brigade. I think I'm going to open this up. Or do you guys want to see if I can beat it with just the brigades I have and just continue playing tall on them? I could do that. Make the musketeer the officer unit instead of light infantry. The thing is, I think you're right, because yeah, it's more vulnerable. Yep. We have 900. I kind of want to see if we can get through this with only 2 brigades. Let's make that our challenge. Iron ramrods. Melee charge for the grenadiers. Grab those. We'll grab cuirassier swords. What arty do I prefer? For this playthrough, I'm going to go with the bronze 3-pounder. Because it can fire so quickly, and that's what I'm playing into at the moment. We can grab another good tier gun. And then probably leave it at that. That's 8 reload versus 8 and 2. 6. Why don't we swap that out? Where's our grenadier? There he is. Give him a sword, so he's even better. Good. We've got a cuirassier sword, which is going to lower our stamina and not give as much shock damage. So I probably want to give it to... Who's got the lower stamina as it is? 62, 54. This guy's slow anyways, but I don't want to make him any worse. Probably give him that sword. Sell this off. And I've got a good quality Potsdam. Give that to him. Then a Neustadt. Honestly, the Charleville would be better off on this guy, on the Green Croat, to get even more range out of him. And then this dude can use the good Potsdam. And he doesn't have a ramrod yet. Why don't I give that to like a cavalryman? There, 20-second reload on them. So yeah, we're decking out items on just about everybody, as you can see. So we're making everybody better. I don't think we're going to open up the next brigade slot. We're just going to make sure everybody's upgraded. Vielgard, he died in battle, man. He fucking died. Fuck. We only got a little time left. What should I do between now and then? Are we trying to grind any promotions? I do want to get these guys up to sharpshooters. I could grab ammo and drill a little bit if there's not too much. Or we could rush. We could rush this encamped army. We got 30 days to do it. I think we could do it, personally. I think we got that. 30 days to knock out one more encamped army. Let's go for it. And if there's a patrol on the way, we'll take him out, but I don't think there will be. It's 160, right? Oh, field army. I'll take this. I'll take the field army. This is a tough battle, too. The biggest thing is we just didn't finish replenishing in time. That kind of hurt us. So I probably should have drilled. I'll have to fight it. And I'll go for the manpower probably on this. This is quite tough, honestly. I don't know if it's too tough, but again, I am sacrificing units that I could have been getting by trying to go with the 2 brigades. We'll hold our position here. Do they have artillery? Only 2 batteries. It may defend if it has a slight artillery advantage. Well, we'll see what they do. There's lots of little hills here. I think I'll do something like this. Von Kleist is a little weak. I'm going to hold him back. These guys up. Damn, they're slow as hell. Look at them slowly moving up. I think it's because they're Russian. The Russians are slow. Kind of lets you grab all the terrain that you need early. I can probably just rush up here. I think this is good. Hold this. Damn, they're fast. 10-second reload. I need to draw them in, so I'm going to pull these guys back, pull them forward. 1 unit of Cossacks with Holsteiner horses. Now I'm going to move the Croats up. There we go. We are kind of grinding away at them like very efficiently here. Yeah, we're just knocking these guys out. I think I will launch a charge soon, probably on the right flank, which looks weak. Do we have any other units? I feel like we need more men. Oh, there it is. I knew I was missing 1 unit. They've got 3 Cossacks back there. Really guarding that artillery, so we can probably take advantage. Knock all these guys out. Shattered them, shattered them. Holding that forest quite well. Yeah, we have very few units, but they're very good quality, it seems, right? It's only really the cavalry that's a little behind. It's a big battery over there with canister. I'm gonna knock that out. There we go. Was there any cavalry unit that had a preference for white horses? I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question, though. Okay, we broke through their cav. I'm going to fall back because it's just dangerous. I do want to knock that guy out, though. There we go. It's too dangerous to risk the rest of these dudes. I'll let the infantry kind of sweep up. Throw some grenades, why not? They're glass grenades, so we can lob them pretty far. Let's see, 422 kills. Let's see what happens if we throw them. 422 goes up to... Okay, not bad. 476. Throw one more grenade and they're gone. Glass grenades are pretty good with the skirmishers because we keep them at range and just bomb them. It's not bad. These guys are like modern infantry. We're like running through the woods, 744 kills, running around, 12-shot weapons like needle gunners. Just knocking these units out. We just need to get the officer more experienced. Get some greater buffs. And we also need to replenish the hell out of our army. At least the reward should be pretty good because this is a field army. Yeah, and they'll be gone soon too. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will say the normal difficulty of this game seems fine, but the hard mode is harder, I believe. Okay, and then we'll go for the replenishment quickly. Got some promotions. Officers are promoted too. Okay, that's looking good. We really need that. And then a melee boost of some sort. Of course, timely appears on the wrong officer. I kind of want the melee boost. So I'm going to reroll only once. Another reload thing. Awesome. Charge is good. Reload. I'm going to reroll once. Timely. Oh, yes, dude. Yes. What do we got on these guys? 10 seconds. In game, it's going to be even quicker. So we're nearing the point where they're kind of being maxed out for reload. Our little auto gunners. Kind of tempted to move over here. Grab ammo. And drill up to get our units replenished and see if we can still take on the encamped army, which I don't know if we can at this point. Now let's get moving. I want to see if I can take this on day 157. If I have exactly 10 days starting now, I can do it. All right. We're still not fully replenished. We're going to win this battle. We're going to take the ammunition reward, and then we're going to drill for 10 days until the HQ gets to us. That's the plan. Can we get any more promotions in? No, we can't, but everyone's veterancy is good. Oh, okay. We're getting there. We might be able to get him to Grenzer Fusilier. We might be able to. Cav could maybe get Cav pistols for him. Okay. And who are we facing? So a little bit of artillery. Hildesberg, so they're going to charge us in columns. With melee and tons of stamina. They're missing Cav, though. And I've got lots of Cav. I think they also take extra flank damage, which is quite good, because we fire so quickly. If we can target their exposed weak spots, we can knock them out. Okay. We have a city. We probably hold this front line, let them cross the river. We're very fast, so we can get there in time. If I really only got 2 line infantry, that's crazy. We're going to go all the way up there. Yeah, we're down to 8 seconds on our Kleist units, but the Green Croats are at 30 seconds. So they did not get the same boost. And the enemy is going into assault columns. It may defend it if it has a significant artillery advantage. I don't really think it does. I think it only has 3, so we should be fine. They're wheeling up to use canister, I assume. Are they still pushing forward? Yeah, they are. Surprising. These guys stayed back, though. I wonder why he's going forward. They really want to use canister, huh? Let's see who does more damage. Okay, they have to reload it. I'm glad you like it, Forrest. I think this update will be nice. I think you'll like it. Just need to get as many shots off as we can. We got a river crossing to defend on. I'm going to switch targets. Let's see if we can get the... Oh, man. Oh, man. That's why they moved canister up. Let's throw some grenades. There we go. Let's throw another one. Let's hit these guys. Just need to focus fire them down. These guys are on the river. Let's not do that. They're too close. Too close, guys. Fall back. It's gonna be a tough battle. They just have so many bodies. Yeah, this is gonna be really tough. They don't have a lot of cav though, right? They only had one cav. So we could knock all that out in the back if we want to go on an adventure with 2 of our units. We'd have to speed cross the river, get across there, knock out the hussars and all the stuff in the back, and then keep these guys here to hold the front line. They're still trying to fire their canister shot. I'm going to fall Kleiss back because he's just attracting too much fire. And he's too weak. And I'll let the Grenadiers hold the front. At least we're going to distract one of the really good guys, and the officer morale is going to be moved over, which is good. They do have a flanking debuff, so I can probably shoot on his rear. Ah, he turned around. These Croats are doing good absorbing fire and not taking a ton of damage. To be honest, I could probably move back a little bit to give them a little more cover. Officer killed. Are you fucking kidding me? There's something about it, dude. This fucking officer. Oh, jeez. That sucks. That really sucks. I re-rolled for him, too. I don't know about this battle. This is looking not good for us. I think we got too cocky to fight this. Just our troops are not replenished like they needed to be. I needed the full replenishment because my guys are already so low. I'm going to try to engage these hussars. I don't think I can stop the horde. I'm going to be able to destroy their whole back line at least, and if I murder an officer of theirs... Ouch. There, take them out. Probably kill this officer when I can. Knock that guy out. I'll go back to him. Oh, I didn't know I was getting charged. Okay, knocked them out. That's where their officer is. Take him out. Is that unit gone? Just need to make sure if there's an officer attached, he's dead. So they have no leadership now. All their officers are killed. The Green Croats are actually holding back the Pekovsky. I'm going to fall them back because they're just not that valuable like that. Move that to canister shot. Alright, the cav is ready. These guys need to hang out and regain their stamina. I got cav in the back line ready to save the day. I'm going to fall this guy back. Oh man, they're having a rough time. I need to start, they're pushing me, I have to start pushing them now. I'm gonna pull back. I got my canister firing now. I should be able to outrun them actually. There we go. There we go. I don't want to hit them. These guys are gone. I need to go rest my troops, my cavalry. Otherwise they're not going to be effective. I got to charge into that and save him. I'm going to move over. I got limited ammo left. Let's move over, get the canister shot, and hit the guys who are a direct threat. Yeah, Green Croats are taking the brunt. I know. This is like the most intense battle ever. Okay, we have the extra flanking damage, right? So this guy just immediately got retreated on the back shot. We'll deal with these dudes in the back. Probably try to kill this officer. Update should go live tomorrow night. That is the plan. If I can kill that officer, I mean... I don't think I will, but that would be great. Why is the artillery falling back? Who's hit it? No one hit it. They just... That's a shame. They're out of ammo pretty much anyways. I'll move the Green Croats out of there now that the Dragoons have taken over. Oh! Both officers are dead, dude. Both officers are dead. Is this battle even worth it? Is the battle even worth it? Everybody's retreating. Damn, we had it too. We really had it, I thought. It was just one too many enemies here. I'm willing to reload the save and probably not fight this battle because I just don't think I'm strong enough. I think I just went in without the replenishment I needed. That was very close, though. That was so close. I just don't have enough infantry. I need like literally one more unit of infantry. I've got that cav I didn't want. But look, I'm not even at full replenishment. I'm missing 100 guys. This whole battalion's at half strength. Yeah. You know, Jeremy, I don't know if it's save scumming if the alternative is my entire run is dead. I think save scumming is more about reloading the save anytime one little minor inconvenience happens. But in this case, I think if I want to finish this run, I probably should reload that. Otherwise, I'm dead. So, coming back from the grave. Unless you guys want me to just end it, fade to black. POV Von Kleist, just end the stream right now to prevent the save scum. Here, this is the anti-save scum perspective. How do you guys feel about that? Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. I thought I was making a joke. I thought I unmuted. What was I going to say? Oh, I was talking about the difficulty. I was saying I think I don't know if you guys would agree. I think I just wasted a lot of money this run. Oh, there's been no audio besides me. You guys didn't tell me there's no game audio. How come no one said that to me, that it's just dead silent this entire time? Have you guys had really no game audio at all? Anyways, yeah, I've just been very wasteful with the money, so I think the difficulty is okay. I will say the replenishment feels a little bit slow. You probably heard some of the game sound through my headphones, so it's probably not been totally silent. I still can't get up to sharpshooter level. We can go Cuirassier though, which is what I wanted. This guy will not go Cuirassier, but this guy will. I'm going to keep him at a Dragoon. I like the morale damage dealt with lots of gunfire. I really wanted to get this guy up to his next level, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to. I could just buy a slot and equip an item before we start. Who's the guy who just has no stamina at all? 47. This guy has none. Let's give him a canteen for 4. And who could I give a ramrod to? I think everybody's already got him. This guy doesn't. Can't fit it though. That's fine. I will just continue drilling. And then when I can't drill, I'll raid. Here we go. So, this is the HQ. Munich. Extra fire damage received. But they're going to be in cover, so we just need to draw them out of cover. They've got decent amount of artillery. They're likely going to be on the defense. Yeah, that HQ battle's brutal. It's because I only have 2 brigades. That was kind of my challenge. I think I should have gone 3. I think you can still play tall, but you got to at least have 3. If I was like going subsidy troops, maybe you could go 2, but... Nah, this is still doable. We just need to rush for the terrain. They're going to play defensive, and we're just going to pick them off. And we're fully replenished this time, unlike last time. I'm just going to order a general advance and seize that position. I'm also good to run. Look how much faster I am. They haven't even moved yet. So you can just seize anything you want when you fight these Russians. The Russians are like, haven't even woken up yet. But yeah, we're definitely missing line infantry. Like this is a very suboptimal build. If we're going to run 2 brigades, I would have had 1 more line infantry and got rid of probably one of the cav or one of the light infantry. But to be fair, the light infantry are kind of carrying us a little bit. Some of the cav was not carrying us. Now that it's a cuirassier, now that we have a cuirassier, I might believe that we're in a better spot because of that. And they're definitely going to want to be defensive because Municher is like the ultimate defender. So they're going to rush up and probably see some terrain. And we need to just skirmish with them. Also spread out because of that artillery. Ripple fire. Von Kleist already reloaded, 7 seconds. Nice. Keep it firing. Let's bring up the supply train. I like the little ripples they do. Let's just target everything on them. I think they get the extra morale damage too. But there's an officer nearby, isn't there? Yeah, him. Doing good. They're very slow to respond, so if we can exploit the fact that these guys are still defending their position, and try to push and crack the surf recruits. I think we just gotta like try to push. These guys have been stationary less, so they're less braced. So we'll take them out. There we go. Alright, we're already doing pretty good. We were really just missing... Oh, that's a perfect shot with the artillery, isn't it? I could even try to shoot and see if I can do canister. Can I do canister? I can't. Oh, well. I need to shadow that unit. I don't want him to come back. That's good enough. I'm risking him too much. There we go. We're doing pretty good. To be honest, them being defensive is helpful because I'm so fragile. If they just had rolled a aggressive commander, I would have been in trouble. I'm going to cycle the cuirassiers out and move the hussars in. That's a great charge. Let these guys rest on the road. And pull back. They're trying to fire into me. That artillery is just devastating. We need something to deal with that. Like a big central cav charge. Do we have the ability push through the serfs and then what? Get killed by hussars? So probably not. How much ammo have they got? Probably still a ton, yeah. It is what it is. Dragoons. Can the dragoons do anything? Probably go to the center. I'm going to push back to the city. Pull back to the city. There's more cover there. I feel like I'd be in a better spot. Oh, they're returning. They're withdrawing. They want to stay defensive with that damn artillery. We got to bloody them a little bit to get them to come to us. Because they know they've got the artillery advantage. So yeah, as much as I said an aggressive commander would have been better, they are playing into their defensive role very well with the artillery. Oh, they sniped the officer. Dude. At 100% cover. Alright, fair enough. Well played, Russia. Of course they killed the more experienced officer as well. I'm gonna fall back. Oh, I hate how they keep just moving back when I move back. Come on. Take some bait. You're gonna make me attack you again. It's like Zorndorf. I think I need to just do something about the artillery. Even if it means sacrificing myself. We're gonna just try something. I'm gonna go for him. I'm gonna charge the hussars in. They're gonna respond with cav of their own. I'm gonna countercharge the cav. I'm gonna pull the hussars out and retreat. And I'm gonna cycle the dragoons in to hit them there. Boost the morale. And then that artillery is looking more open. Okay, Kleist has got to come back. The general's in danger. Because they're going to charge me right afterwards. You need to shoot. Nice. 2 retreats. That's looking good for us. Someone just needs to get through. That artillery, dude. Just someone needs to get through. It's already mounted up like 500 kills. Cuirassiers are gone. They will replenish at the spawn. Field hussars are going to kill me. That's the problem. Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't fucking work. We gotta fall back again. Dude, this run might be over. This run might be over. Kleist has got to take the charge for the team. There we go, Kleist. You got it. Alright, the Cav is alive and well. Well, I don't know if they're alive and well, but they're alive. For the first time, there's an opening. Again, I think we have to ride another death ride. This time we go all in, okay? This time we go all in. Let's go. Bring Frederick with us. We're going to cover with our Jaegers. We go all in. Let's go. We take out the damn artillery. He's going to leave the range and immediately retreat. But there we go. I got one. Those damn interceptors. Okay, we slipped past them. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. Oh, it's so satisfying. All right, I would not recommend the 2 brigade run on hard. I don't think it's possible. Well, it's possible, but it's just really tough. Okay, Kleist Jaegers are gone. That's all right. I gotta pull all the way through and just try to get out of there. Come on, Dragoons are so bloodthirsty. Get out of there. There we go. Oh, all right, the artillery's gone at least. I mean, at what cost, though? I gotta rest. And then the rest of the line just has to hold. What artillery is that? Is that my own artillery? Or the... Okay, yeah, that's mine. Let's fire this way. Yeah, normal difficulty, this is doable, but on hard, this is very tough. Alright, we're drawing away a lot of their infantry. Oh, ouch. Now we need to get out of there. No ammo left. At all on anybody. We're burnt through all of our ammo. Yeah, 2 brigades and a Gustav HQ. Yeah, I don't know about that. Switch targets. How much ammo have we got? Halfway. It's not bad. And my cab is returned. So, Cav might be able to save the day. They just need to rest. I'll fire with the recruits instead. Is there any officer? There is an officer here, but he's not boosting anyone around them. The Bukovsky's gonna retreat soon. These guys are coming back around. We're restoring that stamina slowly. Honestly, if I just bring these guys back home, I can't even recharge that because there's 2,000 men there. Damn. Yeah, that sucks that they had half strength and they still retreated. That really blows. I'm gonna move back around and probably hit these two guys in the front. There we go. Got one of them. Low on ammo. Sweden will be out, not in this update, but the next update. So we're looking at about like 45 days, which is a little bit long, but... I don't want to charge yet. There we go. The general needs to be there. Okay, we got it. They're now gone. Alright, we broke another one. I can knock those guys out. No ammo left. Not good. Even with the supply wagon, too. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win it. There's just too many bodies. The Russians are just too large. Their units are literally 2,000 men. Like, how the fuck? Like, it's just not a way to deal with that. Yeah, the whole left flank is gone now, too. Alright, I got 2 units left. I need to find some cover. Oh, they're racing me there. I mean, I have no ammo, so how the fuck? Can't do anything. No, I didn't want to charge. Well, it's over. Yeah, the artillery they fielded was the biggest problem we had there. That's a shame. I don't know, what do you guys make of it from a difficulty perspective? Do you think I did it to myself by trying to play too tall as the Freikorps? Or do you think we could give away a little more cash? Or do you think we leave it as it is? Like, do you guys have any impressions? Oh, man. Difficulty seems fun. Do you think other players are going to think so too? I mean, this is hard mode, so who cares? If someone says hard is too hard, well, then play normal. If this was the result on normal difficulty, then I'd be very worried, right? But fielded 6,000 against 20,000. The artillery got 300 kills, 300 kills, 300 kills, 300 kills. Everything pulled weight. The Von Graschi was the best. Green Croats did well. Kleist didn't do that good. He did the worst with the cuirassiers. But yeah, look at the numbers. I mean, that disparity is gigantic. Who got the most kills? 6,600. Wow, these just regular musketeers actually ended up doing the best. My Von Kleist, where are they? 5,300. They didn't lose very much. So they have a good KDR. How about the Green Croats? 3,600. Not too much. Oh, do you like the Hall of Fame? The developers and I joke around that the Hall of Fame was one of the biggest waste of times because it took us like 2 or 3 weeks to make. And we are under the belief that players don't even use it. And it took all that time. We're like, damn, we should have made that. Yeah, that's a shame we lost. I've actually got the Freikorps to Act 2 with only 2 brigades before, but I think we had the loot a little higher. I think this is the thing I had, Prussia playtest. Let me see what kind of build I had. Nah, this is a different one. Yeah, I don't know. I really hope the difficulty is not too hard for people. But we really just have to see. I thought that units from Hall of Fame could be used for customizable starting composition. Yeah, I thought that could be a cool idea. That was an idea we had, but we never implemented. Which I don't think we end up. I don't think we will end up doing that. We just don't have time. It's just time consuming to do. Like, it would be either doing that or do Sweden, for example. And, you know, I think Sweden would, like, be the higher priority. It's just a matter of time. There's only, like, there's 1 programmer on the project currently. So everything's bottlenecked right now. There's 3 of us working on the game. It's an incredibly small team. We should be probably twice as big as we are now, but I just need to hire more people, I think. I can't hire people, though, until we move on to the next game. Otherwise, I'm paying double the salaries to work on a game that's already out, and that's not worth it. Usually it's the opposite, where people will fire their dev team after the game comes out to save on money, which I'm not going to do, but I also don't want to hire as the game is sort of in its live support phase right now. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll stop here today, guys. But yeah, I wish that went a little better. It does make me feel a little bit nervous about putting this patch out. If I can't beat it, then how am I going to expect players to? So a little tiny part of me is tempted to bring up those plunder rewards, like the money you get from battles, by like 5% as like a little safe way, just to ensure if a player's being dumb like me and spending their money suboptimally, that they don't lock themselves out and get killed in Act 1. So yeah, I don't know. Because I could take the plunder rewards, the cash you see here, bring that up to a flat 6. Or I could make rerolling a little cheaper as well instead. I could just make rerolling a little cheaper because I was spending all my money. Stratagems I don't want to, or the doctrines I don't want to do because those are huge, but officers die, right? So what is it currently? Oh shit. Sorry about that. I dropped my ring. What is it currently to reroll officers? Is it 50 and then 100 and then like what are the price increments? I could just leave it though. I don't want to do anything impulsive, but it just doesn't fill me with much confidence to put out an update where I can't even beat it. So getting the player just a little more cash could be nice. Anyways, I'll discuss with my developers tomorrow and we'll see. But I will